G'day guys, my name is Silent and you're watching Silent's Gaming Corner. Today we are playing WindRose, which is a PvE building, crafting, survival adventure set in the Age of Piracy, where you can fight on land and sea, solo or with friends. And as always, I do hope you enjoy the video. Now with that being said, let's get into it. Welcome to WindRose, the demo, episode 1. I hope everyone is doing well, and if not, I hope your day-night gets better. And also, before we get started, I just wanted to give a big shout out to everyone who subbed, because without you guys, I would not be able to achieve my goal. Alright, so this is, as I said, WindRose the demo, and this is episode 1. And we're going to be starting off with the tutorial. Now, I have already done a playthrough with M80 Gaming and M80 Crew, which linked will be there in the description. And if you want to check out that playthrough, head on over to M80 Gaming and check out the live video from that to get that view. But this is going to be a single player run through of WindRose. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the year is of 1700. The seas tremble with the roar of cannons and turn red from blood. Edward Teach Blackbeard proclaims himself the king of pirates of the West Indies. Rumours are spreading that he's struck a bargain with the devil himself and commands the dead. After crushing the British fleet, Teach turns his forces toward Tortuga, the last bastion of freedom and independence in the Caribbean, or for you US folks, Caribbean. Not looking for trouble, and with a couple of other poor souls in tow, you try to slip your fast ship through the blockade ring. Words are hard, people. Words are hard. But just a few days later, you wake up in your cabin and realize you're under attack. And here we go. You wake up on the cabin floor to the clash of sabers. Your head is pounding and your vision swims. There's a big lump on the back of your head. The last thing you remember is the deck lurching under your feet as cannonballs hit the hull. Damn, your ship is under attack. You need to get out of the cabin and see what's going on. Well, I hope that's not too loud, but we'll see how we go. Alright, so let's draw our saber. Yep, doesn't look too good, doesn't sound too good either. Let's break through. Captain, I thought you died in the first broadside. Okay, skip the details. Blackbeard's pirates are boarding us. They're everywhere. Half the crew is dead, but some are still fighting. Go, help the others. Perhaps you may yet turn the tide. Alright, a hard fight lies ahead. Your vision's still swimming after concussion. Drink some coffee to arouse yourself, which is introducing you to the eating/drinking mechanics, which is a thing. Yep, maybe I might. Just turn that down a little bit for now. Alright, that may have been a bit too easy. Well, I'll change that in a bit, but for now let's just get through this tutorial. And I didn't know you could lock onto your enemies by pressing T. Yeah, alright, I'll change that. I found the artifact. It really was on the ship. Anchored down my throat. Something's definitely not right with this thing. Get the captain, he'll handle it. Off my ship, you dogs. God damn. That's a shish kebab right there. What is that? Oop. Take the artifact from him. That filth is eating him. Holy Mary protect us. Devil take it, Captain Richards. Not with your bare hands, you idiots. Throw the bodies overboard. We're leaving. And I guess that's it. You wake up on a deserted island. The waves must have washed you ashore. You remember the shot searing your chest. The bullet passed clean through. Yet there's no trace. The wound has healed as if it never existed. Yet your body, from your heart to your fingertips, is laced with patterns that shimmer with a cold light. Touching them hurts. You need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive. Alright, I'm going to go change a few settings and we will be right back, folks. Alright, so I'll go on and change them settings, so hopefully it won't be as easy. So as I said in the start of the episode, this is the demo of it. And there is a fair amount of content available, but although being the demo, there's not much. But there is 5 to 6 hours worth of gameplay in it. Though, having said that, that would depend on how you play it. If you decide to speedrun it, you'll probably get less than 5-6 hours. If you take your time, you'll probably get more than that. But as far as the quest line goes, you get the quest line all the way up until you unlock and build your pirate ship. And once you do that, and you've crafted your cannons, ship armor, as well as the equipment to enable you to board enemy ships. Once you've had your first encounter and done it successfully, then the demo is basically over. However, you do get the options of either just ending it there, or you can continue to do whatever, whether you want to build some elaborate house or whatever. On top of that, we do get 3 islands to explore. The pirate camps, the caves where you mine ore and animals that roam the islands do respawn, although I'm not entirely sure on what that respawn interval is, so that's something we're going to work out. And also, as a bonus, if you do play the demo, you will unlock a spyglass for when you do buy the game in early access. I don't know if it's something that's functional, or if it's like a decoration or something like that, so that'd be interesting to see. But let's get into this, eh? Alright, so we do need to collect a fair amount of resources. So we want to get wood, stones, and fibre. So let's get into that. You gotta watch them. The sows are easily done, but the boars are a bit harder. But at the moment we want to focus on building a base and also getting a respawn point, because we really need that. Yeah, there's a boar there, so we don't want to do anything with them just yet. Alright. So let's get some basic resources together. Actually, we might just run along the beach for the moment. Oh good, I can pick that up. And we're gonna need those crabs for food. Wait, oh yeah, we started over there. And he's just gonna go up into Narnia, which is fine by me. Oh, he's still gonna do it, okay. Nah, we want to leave him, because we are going to need somewhere to respawn. And it is getting dark. Now, I don't think we'll build there. I think we might build here to start with. Yeah, we'll build here. So now we're going to place our bonfire. Now we need a cooking fire. So we're going to need to cook food. Alright, now we're going to build a workbench. Now some of these workbenches do need to be under a roof and some don't. So just beware of that. And this is going to be our respawn. Alright. Cool. Now we've got somewhere to respawn. We are hungry. So we'll make some food. All along here, that is your hot bar as well. So let's take them off. Alright, let's see if we can build some better stuff. Yes. Okay, we need more wood for that. So let's chop some trees down. You know, Alright, he's not going to attack unless you... Some of them aggro on you straight away. Some of them only aggro once you attack them. But let's get some wood. Now I don't know if the trees respawn or not, and if they do, I don't know if you need to leave the stumps in, so I guess that's something. We'll also work out that. And don't stand under the trees when you cut them down, because they will hurt you. Oh, perfect, coconuts. That gives you handy liquids to drink. Now, unfortunately in this game there's no way to tell what time of day or night it is, which I guess makes sense, because back in the days of the pirates there was no such thing as a clock. At least no watches or anything like that. Maybe eventually they might put in a sundial or something. Yep, just like that. As soon as you get close, they'll attack you. And for some reason I didn't get gunpowder. Usually you start with a few shots. Okay, I must have set this up wrong, but oh well. You do get gunpowder when you do pirate camps and all of that, but it's not, you can't craft it just yet in the game, or the demo so far. Really? Oh, well. That gives us some more food. Yeah, I've got to say, after doing the playthrough with M80 and the crew, once we finished it, we were left wanting more. So I really cannot wait until this comes out. I highly recommend you play it. Okay, how much have we got? 45. Right. Let's try and get some fibers. Which, obviously, as you can see, all these like shrubs is where you get fibers from. I'll bugger off you. And the other thing we worked out is that no map is generated the same. So every time you create a new world, the map will be different. So you still will have the 3 islands to explore. They'd just be set up differently. Come on. There we go. Alright, so I am going to have to find a sow or a boar, because there is a challenge available where you have to kill 20 boars and 20 dodos. let's actually have a look. There you go. So we're gonna hunt 20 of them, and that's your reward. Oh, it's getting dark. Much darker than I thought. I think we'll wait till it becomes daytime again, and then we'll come back, so that way it's easier to see what's going on. So we'll see you back in the daytime. Alright, now that it's starting to get a little bit light, we'll go out and we'll go and have a look at this POI, which is the first stop, and we'll try and get a boar or a sow or two to get some more food and some hide as well, because we are going to need that. But first, we need to eat. Now, the one thing about the food mechanics in this game is food gives you health buffs. Only lasts 15 minutes, as you can see. The same with the coconut as well, but it only lasts 7 minutes. That might change by the early access game, and that might not be a thing, or whatever. I don't know, but. And you do level up your character, which obviously you increase your vitality and all that. But yeah, eating, drinking gives you extra health buffs and some food buffs as well. So we shall do that. Give us a little bit of health. Now, when you die, you will lose them buffs, and you will also lose whatever is in your inventory. Like, it will drop and you will have to pick it up. However, you do keep whatever's on your hotbar, which is really handy. And thankfully, when you die, the enemy doesn't recover health, so whatever health you manage to take of it, you can respawn and then wither it down some more, die, respawn, and finish it off, or yeah. So that is that, but let's go have a look at this POI. Make sure we keep an eye out for boars or whatever. Now, you can get in through here, I think you got to destroy some of it. Yep, okay, so that's one entrance. But there is another entrance that you can go, which is here as well. But we'll go in this way, I think. Let's lure you out. Come on. Yo. Come on. You gotta watch your stamina as well. Whoop. Awesome. That's him gone. Let's pick that wood up. Let's see what we get going in here. Alright, lamp. Beautiful. I'll loot this one. And we'll pick up this note. Alright, let's go see if we can find a sow. these nodes, you can, obviously as it says, you can mine them out to collect rock. Now, where did I see? Actually, just quickly, I might do this. Alright, so there's rum. I'm still not entirely sure what that does. Ah, okay, so that's when you get the gunpowder. Alright, cool. Now these, you can open them up and sometimes you'll get a pearl, sometimes you won't. That time I didn't, but if you get a pearl, you can use them in place of bullets or pellets or whatever they were called back then. And you get a lamp, which you can carry on you, but you need to go to the workbench and use animal fat to fill it back up for fuel, basically. And these are your fast travel bells, which you can use to fast travel from anywhere, basically. But we'll worry about that later. Right now I want to find a sow or something. Actually, let's take care of that. Alright. I think they do spawn around these things, but they could be anywhere really. So let's go find some. And you use left alt to aim your gun. Or should I say your flintlock. Let's see. There's some down there. But I would like to get a boar by itself. Well, not a boar, but a sow. Because usually the sows are a much lower level than the boars. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now on the later islands, the boars get rather interesting, should I say. I won't spoil it just yet. But yeah, they get really interesting. Alright, let's get rid of you. Come here. Now, unfortunately, the way the experience system works in the demo, you don't get experience for killing animals or like the wandering enemy as well. You only get experience from clearing these sorts of POIs, clearing bandit camps, that sort of thing. Which kind of sucks, and I hope they do change that in the early access game, but time will only tell. Now with these little shipwreck things, you can destroy them and get resources. So you'll get wood, and I think you can also get nails as well from them, which is really handy. So when you find them, you definitely want to be breaking them up. So we'll get this cleared. Collect these stones. We'll leave the rest. So did we get any nails out of that? Oh, we got some animal fat, but alright, cool. Let's cook us up some food. Dodo broth. We'll do that. Bacon and eggs. Sure. We'll do that. Let's put away what we don't need. Alright. So let's check this out. Alright. So we can now build all this stuff. Well, craft, should I say. What are you doing here? Oh, more meat, more hide. Cool. Let's cook some more meat then. As I said, your health buff is tied to food, which is what you really want. So let's actually go back to here. Alright, so this is your unlocks and what you can now do. Yeah, so we can now, oh yeah, cool. Okay, adventure, challenges. There you go, Buccaneer in training. So this is your boar reward, which I think sows and boars do count to that. Curious, plans, learn recipes. Oh yeah, hangry, you treacherous bastard. Whom have you pissed off this time? Some madman is chasing my people all over the Caribbean. Half of our caches have been destroyed and suppliers are refusing to deal with us. We've lost dozens of shipments and we'll lose plenty more if you don't resolve this. We can barely hide from Blackbeard's cutthroats and now this new mess on top of it. We are going to lay low for a while. I advise you do the same, since the bounty for your cunning ass has not been lifted. Sort this shit out, and maybe we can finally share a drink at the tavern again. Marita. Alright, let's add that to the journal. And there it is. Absolutely perfect. Well, I think I might leave it here, and I might do a little bit of resource gathering and whatnot off cam before the next episode, I think. Probably won't do too much, but I'll probably do a little bit at least. And then he will come back for the rest to continue on. Well guys, that is where we're gonna call it for today. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode, and if you like what you're watching, hit that subscribe button for future content. With that, I will see you next video.
Bye, have a great time.